Hello, Total Pop. This is Extreme Skate Adventure. This time we are doing the Lion King movie. And yes, it is Lion King 1. Lion King 2 is not in this. We're doing Pride Rock. And, like, Pride Rock is going to be pretty neat, to be honest. You know, it's an iconic area, really, of Lion King. So it should be a good level. And for the most part, it's alright. It's not as good as pretty much almost every Toy Story level. In fact, this is where it sort of goes downhill in its design, on the level design, because the Lion King levels are sort of crap, but you know, it's not too bad. Anyway, let's just go ahead and look around for any tokens and such, because you might as well go ahead and grab them right now. We don't have much to go on currently until we get into the goals, though. So while I like to go ahead and get some gaps as well as tokens and such, like the Scraggy Branch gap and such, it's just, you can only say so much about the collectibles in this game unless you are talking about the character-specific tokens, in which, you know, we already know about the Toy Story ones. We don't know anything about the Lion King ones at all, really. We don't know what the collectibles are for any of our Lion King skaters, like Timon and Pumba or Simba. We have no idea. We'll find out soon. It's just that right now we're kind of on the blank about it. And by the way, I got the kid special. So now we got the Valley Elephant board, which is nice. Do I really care? Not really. I probably won't be really showing off any of those boards outside of what I did before, because you already saw them. There's no point in me actually, you know, going through and looking at them again with them unlocked, because you already saw the designs before. You can't see those designs, but they show you it on the lots, like you saw them. So it's not like I'm actually like hiding anything from you guys. You've already seen everything in the Create Skater thing, or the Create a Kid thing, and yeah, they butchered the fuck out of it from Tone Skater 4, so it sucks. But what can you do, really? And honestly, that's nothing compared to what we've been getting so far of this game, which has been extremely fucking abysmal and shit. Seriously, the way this game has been going so far back in the Toy Story movie ones was fucking terrible. And you could tell. It hurt me. It really did hurt me to see Toy Story get that fucked over that badly. And Lion King only gets half that punishment. You see, a few of the characters are fine, but a lot of them are not. Trust me, you'll notice it. Luckily, though, some of these guys, you know, some of their voice actors or pleasant voice actors from the TV shows and such, they're there. But there are some voice actors that are not, and they are, you know, replacement voice actors you never heard of and are not at all put anywhere else. And you got these random hyenas and lions and lionesses. Well, actually, just lionesses. There's no lions. I have no idea why there's no lions. It's just hyenas and lionesses for the most part. And it's not like specific ones a lot of the time. It's basically just lioness or hyena. You don't have any of the three iconic hyenas, nor do you have any of the iconic freaking lionesses. And Nala is in this game, but this game is doing this thing with the whole skater thing, in which everyone's a kid. So you're always going to have a young version of, you know, all the characters you can play as. So you're not getting adult Simba or Nala on this. You're getting the young ones who, well, young Nala didn't really appear much in the movie when you really think about it. And young Simba, you know, he had some moments. And one moment has been a very iconic and heartbreaking sort of moment in a way. And another moment's being fucking intense, sort of. But for the most part, it's like young Simba has only really been in Lion King for like the first half of the first movie. And that's about it, really. Like, after me and Timon and Pumba, and during the, like, halfway through that one song, Hakuna Matata, we just go straight to adult Simba, alright? Like, young Simba is just gone, and everyone knows, oh hey, guess who that was? That was Scar. Yeah, this is that level. This is that level where they just give you the main villain right off the bat. Another movie does this as well, but for the most part, you don't really get that in Toy Story. The main villain is just pretty much put in the magazines, while the Persuado villain, the side villain, Zurg, is the one you can play as. It makes sense. I mean, who the fuck is gonna play as that bully or as the collector, really? I sadly forgot their names. It's been a long time since I've seen any of those movies, so I have to like say sorry to you guys about the fact that I'm not able to remember either of their names, the main villains of those movies. Even though the bully wasn't really a main villain, there wasn't really a main villain in Toy Story 1. It was just like Woody was sort of the main villain in a way. He was being a complete another dickhead to Buzz, but like, that's beside the point. We're talking Lion King now. We're doing Lion King right now. Toy Story is done. Trust me, Toy Story was a hell of a fucking ride with this game. But now we're doing Lion King, and so far, you might be seeing that you've been exploring the Pride Rock area quite a bit, but you might be noticing I'm struggling right now. I have no idea where a lot of the stuff is. So now it's time to get the cat out of the bag, and the cat is that I am doing the rest of this blind. You see, beforehand, like, I knew like where everything was, and even then I still forgot at times, but I knew where the fuck they were. I just had to go ahead and remember them and then just go through them. Here though, I've never done these levels before. I've never done the Lion King or the Tarzan levels, so they're just blind paths. And right now, this one will take me about 20 minutes. But it's not too bad. I mean, I'll make it a 30-minute video, but that's like a regular sort of length for this channel, really. So, who cares, really? And besides, you get to look around and see a lot of this level, and for the most part, Pride Rock isn't bad.
Nice.
This part is. These branches are. For the most part, isn't too bad. It's just, gotta hit the branches. This is where one of the big problems this game comes in. And that is the grinding and how it works. Because in Turner Pro Skater 4, grinding is never a problem, really. I mean, there were some pretty dickish and hard grind spots sometimes when it came to gaps and such. But you never quite had much of a challenge with grinds. You never quite struggled with that shit. Not the case with this game, because it has some bad placements, some awkward collision with grinds, and you've seen before that the grinds sometimes do not work, like back in Hollywood with the wire. Well, I tried to grind that wire, and instead it was just like a flat fucking platform for some reason for a second, and I could never grind it, but I could skate on it. It made no sense. That is what I mean. There's some... I don't know what they were doing here, but they completely fucked up the whole thing with grinds. And they turned what should be a relatively simple fucking concept that is really not that difficult at all into a relatively difficult thing to pull off, because grinding this game is just bullshit now. And it is not fun. Like right here, this entire area of grinds, it's not fun. It really isn't. You are basically expected to jump off very early and hope to God you are able to land perfectly on the grind so you can actually take the grind. Because if you don't, you're fucked. But there's this area over here which makes no sense right now, but trust me, when we do a goal, you'll find out what the point of those little cave areas are. In fact, the cave areas are going to be pretty useful. But yeah, I'm just going to look around and, hey, there's Zazu, that's nice. At least I got Zazu here. And I didn't really check that well, but I'm pretty sure Zazu is voice acted by like, an actual Zazu voice actor. Which I believe is the actual voice actor. I don't know if there was ever a replacement for Zazu in like the TV show and such. Pretty sure there wasn't. Pretty sure there wasn't in any of the shorts or any of the other movies. I'm pretty sure Zazu was voiced by the same guy every time, but I don't know. I have no idea. And the TV show, by the way, I'm talking about is the Timon and Pumba show, which I watched. I liked it. Wasn't the greatest show in the world. In fact, it was kind of meh, but it was alright. It's about on par with, you know, Cusco's New School. If anyone even remembers that show. By the way, Emperor's New Groove. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever get onto that. It's been done to death, sort of. Who knows, I might do that game. You never know. But right now, let's just focus on this game. And with this game, yeah, some of these grind spots I've pretty much given up on. I'm trying to find other ways of getting the tokens that are supposed to be of those grind spots, but I really don't want to do them. And now I'm trying to find the remaining 3 fucking tokens, which, yeah, this is what you're gonna be doing outside of doing goals for the majority of the fucking game. You'll either be getting gaps, doing all the goals, or looking around for tokens. This is why I jump cut when I go and search for all the collectibles for every other character. Because you know that this spot sucks. You know that this whole entire thing of collectibles is shit. And it's just there for padding. And it's the most dull and boring thing ever. And not only that, but it is fucking hard to actually find this shit usually. But you know, I gotta do it. I gotta do this for the 100% reasons. I mean, we gotta 100% this game, so I never have to play it ever again. Never have to have anyone saying, "Oh, but you didn't do this," and all that bullshit, because they're fucking assholes. So I know that some of you people are actually thinking that. You're actually expecting me to actually go through everything, and that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I tried to do in, like, the Marathon Pro Skater games. And that's what I've been doing in pretty much every skating game, for the most part. I always try to not only just beat the game and get all the goals done, and get all the collectibles and shit, I also try to get all the fucking gaps done, so there's no loose ends. Because people are picky sometimes, alright? But, yeah, as you can tell, I have zero idea what this last token is. The token is actually in a place that you wouldn't really expect. But, yeah, like, it's still... Yes! When you don't know where they are, when you are looking for them for the first time, they are fucking hard to find sometimes. Find the Toy Story ones in, like, the fucking second level, which was Pizza Planet. That was hard as fuck, to be honest. Some of the placements for the stat points and such were hard as fuck. This game is actually, these levels are actually harder than that. For the most part, they're not that bad. But the weird part is, the kid ones are the hardest when it comes to collectibles. Everything else isn't. You see that? You see that token over there? Like, you don't get that spot much. You don't get a lot of these spots much. But the thing is, you've seen that for the most part, every collectible is like in unique spots for every skater. They're not like in the same spots. You're going to find very soon that is just gonna stop right now. It's gone now. After Toy Story, it's gone. You'll be seeing the same tokens appear in the same spots over and over again. Anyway, goal time.
The lions need your help. Scar has blocked the spring on Pride Rock. Please follow the path of the golden mist to the top of Pride Rock, then hit the blockage to open the spring.
Now, the interesting thing is that they all had different voices for the most part, but if they are based on a character, I have no idea. What I do know is that these fucking hyenas are definitely not, unless it's something from like the Timon and Pumba show or a short or whatever that I have not seen. That I have no idea that motherfucker's voice, that hyena, was actually in it, and I don't know the name for it either. But for the most part, all we have to do here is follow this golden mist, and do this. And that's it. You have now seen basically all the fountains be activated now. And yes, you can now use them to get to the top of Pride Rock. You can't use them to get anywhere else in a random chance. You literally only use them to get to Pride Rock, and that can be useful. So I'm glad to have activated it. Anyway, now talk to Zazu over here. Wait, what?
Oh, goodness. This wildebeest has lost its way, and there is no edible grass here for him to eat. Would you please herd him back to the green grass?
Have you noticed? That is the Zazu model, but they couldn't make a different model for Birdie. Nice.
Well done.
And not only that, but that's the same voice actor, but he's not doing the accent. Oh, by the way, I've unlocked the graveyard, which is the next part. But yeah, that was Zazu, but voice acted probably by the same voice actress. That's nice.
Scar's high score has never been beat, so there's no way you're gonna do it.
Oh, really? And you might be noticing
yeah.
what games still have the same score. Yeah, they're all gonna be the same, really.
Wow. I mean, yeah, you got lucky.
Nice. But yeah, as you just saw, what with the high scores and shit, they're all gonna be pretty much the same. For every goal and every level, the numbers are pretty much gonna be close to the same shit. And you'll be doing the exact same fucking goal, the exact same number every time.
Oh dear, we really need your help. Please chase Scar away from Pride Rock. I'm sure you can do it by grinding on the log that holds the huge boulder in place.
Yep, that was Scar. And yeah, this is how we beat Scar in this one.
Simply wonderful.
That is the slowest boulder ever. And we have VR goggles for that one, so that's nice. But yeah, that was a shit boulder. Good job.
Hey, bet you can't collect skate. Betcha, betcha, betcha.
And while he keeps saying betcha, I'm gonna go ahead and get the skate letters.
Hey, still could be luck. Hey, but you better hurry.
Yeah,
That's the T.
he's not gonna shut up. Anyway, where's that E? He's there. Jesus Christ.
You really did it. Oh, but I could have done it too, you know.
I mean, I know these guys are supposed to be a little annoying, but come on. That fucking E bullshit. Fuck off. Anyway, I don't want another moment like I had with Jesse. Let's just go ahead and find another goal for me to do, because we all know that that was not Zazu, that Birdie. was not Zazu. We know where Zazu is, and luckily the guy actually does the accent, so he's not doing that fucking like thing he did with Birdie before. He actually talks like this.
That lazy, worthless Scar has hidden my feather pen in the jungle. Please retrieve it for me. Just grind on this tree limb to reach the feather, then return it to me without falling.
See, that's Zazu right there. That was not Birdie, that was fucking Zazu. You can tell the difference. But yeah, we now have to find his feather pen, which is Rainbow and such, and now we have to get back to Zazu without failing. This is one of those goals. But luckily, because we activate the fountain, this becomes extremely easy, because all we have to do is just go to the fountain and then skate downwards. And we will be at Zazu. And boom, we spit on the skull.
Splendid!
And that's all he says. So yeah, that was that goal. Now we have Scar's Canyon, which is actually the last level of the Lion King levels, and it is the boss level, but it's not really a boss level, really. Anyway.
Scar's extreme score can't be beat. Oh, but go ahead and try. I could use a good laugh.
Yeah, go ahead and laugh about this, because your 30,000 points suck shit compared to these pants splitter moves. Look at this shit.
You were amazing. Hey, how did you do it?
Oh, you know, special moves. You know, special moves. Anyway, oh, by the way, you notice the pause menu? That's pretty neat, huh? Yeah, they always change for every level, but yeah, it's pretty neat, eh? It's a nice one. Actually fits in. Anyway, that's it for the goals. Now it's time to go and do some gaps, which there's not much to do, so let's go ahead and do them right now. With X marks the spot gap. Just simply grind these two logs here. Except you want to go ahead and get up to the top and then grind these logs for shit like Where Eagles Dare gap. And this one right over here for the King of the Rock gap. Because these are the Fern Rock gap, you know. They're all gonna be the fucking same gap area, you know. Just go up there and grind these fucking twigs for Airwalk gap and fucking Rupa. I don't know what the hell Rupa is, but there you go. And there's one over here by the sides, like Twiggus. That's a nice name, Twiggus. There's one over here for the Limb Nippy gap. And then you got this one right over here, which is like a U-turn gap thing. You can just jump over it. You don't have to actually grind it, but there you go. But this one's the hardest one. You have to grind all of these for that gap and go all the way up to the very end for the Branch Boulevard gap. It's not easy as you might think. And lastly is the Leap of Faith gap, and there you go. We're done! We have done them all! My mom's throwing shit at me. And, yeah. Also, you've noticed the numbers? Yeah, the fucking numbers. Like, what are these numbers? 2916? Yeah, you might be noticing. You might be noticing that, they didn't give a shit with the numbers. They just put some random shit in for the gaps, and they didn't care. Like 503 for Twiggus. Like, I don't get the references for those. I don't think there is a reference. I think it's just they picked the number and they put it in for that gap score. Cause fuck trying to make it work, right? Fuck trying to make sense of it. Anyway, that is it for that. Now it's time to go and do the Lion King movie characters. Simba and Timon and Pumba, all we can do right now, we're doing Simba first. Which is appropriate, because Simba being in Pride Rock is going to be the thumbnail for this, because why would it not? Anyway, now it's time to go ahead and get some haunches. Yes. We are literally getting zebra meat. These are legs. Haunches. Oh, by the way, the up and down spin, which you might be seeing right there, doing a regular jump and going for it does not work. The fucking flip lasts a little too long to actually land normally, so it's useless. And you don't want to use it at all. Ever, in fact. So don't press up and down and do a flip, alright? Don't do the pounce flip. Just don't do it at all. Oh, and good news. Simba's voice actor, the young Simba, it's an actual voice actor of Simba, young one, which is good. And, you know, it's nothing too bad, really. You know, go Anderson. There you go. And yeah, that's the only time I can actually do a fucking pounce flip there. And let's go ahead and get some more haunches, shall we? Doing all these grinds and such. Not doing very good so far. And yeah, considering this is young Simba that raw, yeah, that's pretty decent actually. Oh, by the way, this haunch is bullshit. It's just hovering way too fucking high above you. Fuck you, game, for that one. Like, you have to stand right under it and then jump in order to grab that. You can't get that normally because it's too fucking high up. Like, I honestly believe that the fucking creators of this piece of shit game did not actually think this shit through and just threw these fucking collectibles wherever the fuck. And guess what? A lot of them is going to spawn in very similar places. We saw before in Toy Story that there might be some similar places, but for the most part, they've always been unique and different. Lion King and Tarzan don't do that. There's gonna be a lot of repeats. A lot of fucking repeats. And by the way, this is Simba's lip trick. I don't even count it as a lip trick. Just watch. That's a lip trick! Yes! Like... Fuck it. That was Simba. Now it's time for Timon and Pumba. I got some good news. From what I found out, Timon is voiced by I believe the show voice actor. Pumba? That's the bad news. He isn't. He's voiced by another motherfucker we don't know about. So... Timon's gonna be fine, but tell I couldn't get him to talk in this, so we can't really tell. But Pumba? Oh, you'll hear him. He sounds like Pumba from the movie, completely and utterly constipated. It is not him. It is not movie Pumba. It is not TV show Pumba. It is just a guy trying to mimic Pumba from the movie while extremely constipated. Not a joke. When you hear it, I swear to God it's what I hear. And you will hear it too. I know you will. Get ready for it. Trust me, it sucks. It really does suck. And it's that line.
Call me Mr. Pig.
Yeah, it's that line. And now you've heard that, now if you heard that, you know exactly what I mean when I say that sounds like a constipated motherfucker trying to mimic fucking Pumba's voice from the movie. I repeat, mimic. Not be good at, doing the voice. Just trying. The keyword is trying to mimic it. And just fucking failing, really. Anyway, here's the rest of the grubs, which, by the way, makes sense, because they're all about the grubs. So, it's a good one. And when pigs fly, that's the flip trick. I don't even think it's a trick either. Like, that's it. And that is it for Pumba and Timon. And they're gonna sit right here. Well, Timon waves at you, and Pumba just sits there. That's nice. Anyway, that is honestly it for the Pride Rock for now. We'll be coming back to this place when we fucking do the Scars Canyon area. Because we have to go and get all the shit from the other two characters. But right now, I need to go and find Graveyard. Because I found every other level, but I have not found Graveyard as of this recording. Yeah, I have not found the Graveyard until way later. It took me like 5 fucking minutes. And I hate that. I'm gonna jump cut to it. But yeah, there is Scars Canyon right there. But you know what the Graveyard is? Wanna know what the fuck they put Graveyard? Alright. They put Graveyard in basically the last spot I would ever go to find a level. Not that, but right back there. Fuck you! Anyway, next time I'm going to Graveyard. Thanks for watching. See you then.